recipes start with Odlums, proud sponsors of Catherine Layden on Ireland AM.
Now Catherine Layden is here and she's making some homemade Guinness.
Guinness brown bread. Yeah.
We were talking about drinking earlier. Maybe Irish people drink too much, but maybe instead of drinking it, stick it into your bread.
Exactly. This is really something that's ideal for brunch, say on Patrick's Day. And the best, which is tomorrow, isn't it?
It is tomorrow, yes.
So the best thing is to make it tonight, because this bread is made, it's completely wholemeal. So it's inclined to crumble a bit, so don't cut it until the day after you've baked it.
Good advice. Okay,
now,
great.
Next thing.
So you can't eat it warm then?
No, it'll fall to bits trying to cut it. You must leave it till the next. Yeah, leave it until the following day. Now, bake it the night before. Into a saucepan, we put our 50 grams, that's 2 ounces of butter or margarine, and to that we're going to add a tablespoonful of treacle. Now, a tip for treacle or golden syrup: take a glass of boiling water, put your metal spoon into it. The spoon gets hot, so you don't have that awful trail of syrup or treacle.
Oh, wow.
Running from the spoon.
Oh, right. So it doesn't make a complete mess everywhere?
No mess. Perfect.
Right, so a hot spoon.
Hot spoon for golden syrup or treacle.
OK, right.
So that's done. Now we're going to put the dry ingredients into the mixing bowl. And here I have 450 grams, that's 1 pound of our coarse wholemeal.
OK.
And I'm going to add to that 4 tablespoonfuls of demerara sugar. Now, if you're watching your diet or you want to cut back on sugar, you can cut it down to 2 tablespoons. But you do have to add some sugar because it's inclined to be the sharpness of the Guinness. OK, but you have the syrup there as well and the sugar. So treacle, yeah, there's treacle, the sugar in the treacle, yeah. Okay. But I'm putting 4 tablespoons in, but you don't have to. You get away with 2.
OK.
Or even possibly 1 at a push. If you
if
you like the taste of Guinness, you'll do without it.
OK, great.
Now, here I have 1 ounce or 25 grams of our pinhead oatmeal, which is the stage before the, you know, oat flakes. You know, porridge is like made of oat flakes.
Yeah.
Now, before it becomes the flattened oat flakes, it's the oats just cut, steel cut like that.
So where would you buy those?
In the supermarket.
Oh, right, OK.
Pinhead, yeah.
Pinhead.
Now, it makes a very nutty porridge, but it takes a lot longer to cook than the oat flakes, because the flakes are actually cooked before you, when you get them in the packet, because they steam the pinhead, put it through rollers, flatten it out, and they're your oat flakes. Now, to that we're going to add our 80 grams of chopped walnuts. So they're optional, but they do improve the bread, I find, greatly. And to that we're going to add a teaspoonful of bread soda. Now, as I've said umpteen times before here, bread soda is prone to lumping, so you really must sieve it.
Oh, OK.
Now, you get away without sieving baking powder, but you really must sieve the bread soda.
Right.
So that's done.
Just mix
We're now going to mix
then.
them all together. This couldn't be easier,
So
Tommy.
how long would this normally take?
To bake?
Yeah,
it takes about 40 minutes to bake.
So
because, as you'll see in a minute, it's a very sloppy mixture.
Oh, OK. Right.
As you'll see. Now, in the saucepan here, I've already melted my butter and my treacle in the saucepan. You just place it over the heat until the butter has melted. To that, we're going to add 400 grams of Guinness. And we just combine the Guinness.
So is that is that a can of Guinness, just, or is that a bit more?
That's interesting, Tommy. It's actually less than a can. A can is 500 mils.
Oh, even better.
But if you haven't got someone who'll take a few mouthfuls of it afterwards and you don't want to waste it, you can throw it all into the mixture. But you must leave the mixture sit for about 10 minutes before putting it into the oven.
Okay,
and the bran in the wholemeal will absorb the liquid and it'll thicken up just slightly for you.
There you go.
Now, another little tip. So now we just pour that in. Now, once you've melted the butter and the treacle, just let it cool a little before you add the Guinness.
Right.
And then any treacle that may remain, now it hasn't happened here, but sometimes you can have treacle left in the bottom of the saucepan. Don't worry about that. You just
scrape it out.
Scrape it out, like, yeah. And now with a spoon,
it is very sloppy, isn't it?
It is a very sloppy mixture, yeah. So you just combine those ingredients together, really until all the dry ingredients are gone, until all the flour is blended through.
And would normal brown bread be sloppy like that as well?
It depends what recipe you're making.
What's the Guinness replacing that would normally be in?
Buttermilk or sour milk or yogurt and milk. Yeah.
OK, and why Guinness then? Just to add that kind of stouty flavour, is it?
Yeah. So now we just scoop the mixture off the spoon and we simply transfer that to the prepared tin, and it's a 2-pound loaf tin, which I have lined with the liner. So you see how sloppy it is. Now, you preheat your oven to 190, 375, gas mark 5. Spread it.
OK.
And then after 40 minutes, we take out the one we put in 40 minutes ago, and we're going to put this one in to bake.
But the key thing to this now is when you take it out, leave it overnight.
Yeah, before cutting it, exactly.
OK. So it'll actually... And is that because it is quite a sloppy mixture that it needs that time?
It is quite a wet mixture, and as I've said, Tommy, because we're using all wholemeal, no white flour, it's prone to breaking.
Right,
now, once you've taken your loaf out, you take a tea towel and you turn the loaf out onto the tea towel so that you get a softer crust on it. That's hot now. OK. And you know the bread is baked when you tap it and it's a hollow sound. OK.
Right.
Now leave it not on a wire tray, flat table, so that the heat in the form of steam softens the crust for you. That done. Now you're going to sample some, Tommy. I have some here.
Come on, right, yeah.
Some there with butter. And you'll see how good it slices by leaving it overnight. We just... Nice slice. Now, for slicing all baking or breads, use a serrated edge knife.
Catherine, throw it over here now. I've done very well. I've waited long enough.
You have been very patient.
So a nice little drop of lemon on there.
Lemon.
A bit of cracked pepper.
Cracked pepper. And there you have your brunch for Patrick's Day.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Now, I've served that
Guinness
now with
brown
the
bread. Bit of
cream
salmon.
cheese and the chives. You can also serve it just with butter and with some soup.
Catherine Leyden, as ever, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Oh, beautiful.
Taste the Guinness.
Oh, that's really, and the cream cheese as well.
Isn't it good? Yeah.
Delightful. Gorgeous. Catherine, perfect for Paddy's Day tomorrow. Now, still to come from the Magdalene sisters to Love Hate. We're going to chat to actor Mary Murray after this short break.
Great recipes start with Odlums, proud sponsors of Catherine Leyden on Ireland AM.